Hey, yo, folks. This is not breaking, but I just found out that Aidan Kearney, Turtleboy, has been indicted in New Jersey. What's going on? Well, let's find out. Welcome to the show.
Santa Claus, riding in with the winter laws. Santa Claus, streaming live for the roaring masses. Oh, raise them horns, old Judge King in a crown of thorns. Santa Claus, streaming live for the roaring masses. Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Santa Claus.
All right, let's find out from the horse's mouth itself. Well, this via X, Mr. Bedrow Law. For immediate release. Yesterday, we were notified about an Atlantic County, New Jersey indictment of Aidan Kearney, Dr. Turtleboy. Although this indictment remains sealed, within hours its existence was improperly leaked to third parties, as in somebody told the antis. And it it seems like every time Aidan gets in trouble, the antis are the first to be notified, even before Aidan's attorneys and Aidan himself. This prosecution stems from the civilian complaint of a New Jersey resident who intentionally contacted Mr. Kearney, hoping that he would publicize her long-term humiliation of a Massachusetts citizen who was the brother of John O'Keefe. Yeah, I remember that. That is this married woman out of New Jersey trying to get catfishing Paul O'Keefe. And after she did that, she tried more or less to sell the story to Aidan, to show, oh, look at me, I'm such a good girl, getting these people into trouble. No, folks, viewers, do not contact any of the parties. Do not. Absolutely not. Right, Mr. Jingles? Right? Yeah. Mr. Jingles agrees. Mr. Jingles agrees. If you contact these parties, any of them, Mr. Jingles will look very, very badly at you. The victim in a high-profile Massachusetts prosecution of Ken Reed. The complainant contacted Mr. Kearney to generate online attention, hoping this would grant her access to people close to the Reed case. Mr. Kearney has never met this woman, and he has not stepped foot in New Jersey in years. The Atlantic County prosecutor's decision to present this matter to a grand jury is both disappointing and virtually unprecedented. It is clear that the prosecutor has serious doubts about the merits of the case and the credibility of the evidence. The indictment follows the complaint's voluntary withdrawal of a civil proceeding she brought against Mr. Kearney. She chose to terminate that proceeding rather than be subjected to cross-examination. So what we have here is a situation where she sued Aidan, and then discovered that, Mr. Bedrow have the right to depose, and if it gets to trial, question me. And she scoured off like a little cockroach. So how with this that did not even survive civil case get to a criminal case with a much higher burden of evidence. How? After a respected Superior Court judge entered critical rulings in favor of Mr. Kearney's right to free speech, after the civil matter concluded in Mr. Kearney's favor, the prosecutor sat on the civilian complaint for 7 months. On July 7th, 2026, the assigned prosecutor advised us that she had determined this matter would not be presented to a grand jury, and a decision was forthcoming about whether the civilian complaint would be dismissed or remanded to the municipal court. Within minutes of this update, the assigned prosecutor reversed course, now informing us that she had been directed to immediately present the matter to the grand jury. She then declined our request to meet with Atlantic County Prosecutor William Reynolds. She further declined our request that Mr. Kearney be afforded the opportunity to testify as a witness before the grand jury. Meaning, the DA's office, the prosecutor, who has the right to present the case to grand jury, but also has a right to, here's the other side, so you get a full story, declined to do so. So now we have another grand jury in a case in the Karen Read saga that got an extremely one-sided story without the possibility to hear from the other side. We don't know what was said in that grand jury. We don't. Might find out later on in these proceedings, but no, again, a grand jury duped by a DA's office in and around the Karen Read saga. Which means Aidan now has to defend himself against this absolutely horrifyingly bad faith prosecution, in my opinion. Continues here, no citizens should be indicted for speaking freely and expressing his or her opinion about matters of public concern. A grand jury is entirely controlled by a prosecutor. It is a one-sided presentation with a low burden of proof. We are confident that when all of the facts and circumstances surrounding Mr. Kearney's indictment are revealed, it will be apparent to any reasonable person that his speech, which serves as the basis for this indictment, is protected by the First Amendment and New Jersey law, and that he has not violated New Jersey's cyber harassment statute. Attorneys for Aidan Kearney: Mark Bedrow, Linda Kinney-Baden, Darren Gelber. So here we are again, with Aidan getting railroaded by another DA's office, with little to no, as I said, bad faith prosecution. Now, why does this, what's his name, Atlantic County Prosecutor William Reynolds, why did he force this? Does he know any of the antis? Does he know? There needs to be explanations towards this. There really has to. Because now Aidan has to pay more in attorney's fees to be represented in New Jersey. So folks, you know what to do. You need to find Aidan's fundraiser, get in there, and make sure you can fight this one more time. And as a finale, here is the free Turtleboy song.
Dr. Turtleboy walks the line, truth in his hands. Fingers point at shadows, he's breaking their plans. Corrupt suits in the courthouse playing their game. But the lies they sling won't tarnish his name. They try to bury him, but he won't go down. Fighting for justice in every crooked town. Dr. Turtleboy standing tall in the fight. Truth's his weapon shining through the night. Bogus charges flying, but they can't stick. He's cutting through the darkness, sharp and quick. The gavel pounds, but his voice won't break. No matter how much they take and fake, they try to bury him, but he won't go down. Fighting for justice in every crooked town. Dr. Turtleboy standing tall in the fight. Truth's his weapon shining through the night. His ground in the face of their lies. His courage resounds. For every false word there's a lie he ignites. A warrior for truth under courthouse lights. He's been bruised, but he won't lose the war. Kicking down the gates of corruption's door. Dr. Turtleboy still chasing the sun. The fight's far from over, but he's never done.